All eyes are on Capitol Hill this week as President Biden heads back to his old stomping ground Wednesday to pitch Congress on the American people on his upcoming agenda. He's expected to lay out a package of upcoming domestic proposals touching on childcare, education, and police reform. These packages come on top of Biden's $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan, which is currently being negotiated over in Congress. Not only does the plan include monies for roads and bridges, as well as broadband, rail, and water systems, but also for areas not traditionally labeled as infrastructure. These include public schools, manufacturing, in-home care, housing, and clean energy. A small group of House Republicans have submitted a more narrow $538 billion counteroffer to fund roads, bridges, public transportation systems, rail, wastewater, airports, and broadband. Although President Biden has pledged he would prefer to seek passage of a bipartisan bill, Democrats are likely to go it alone, as they did on their COVID relief plan. They will likely use budget reconciliation, a procedure that allows them to bypass the 60-vote Senate filibuster and pass the bill with a simple 51-vote majority, with VP Harris casting the deciding vote. Even within the Democratic caucus, there are splits. To get this massive bill passed, there will have to be some hard bargaining sprinkled with concessions. West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin is likely to put up some resistance. Manchin says his goal is bipartisanship. He argues that Democrats should focus on conventional infrastructure and proceed forward on expanded goals step by step. He says that what we think the greatest need we have now that can be done in a bipartisan way is conventional infrastructure, whether it's water, sewer, roads, bridges, internet, things we know that need to be repaired, to be fixed. Given his resistance, we can expect the bill to include some pricey projects under the rubric of infrastructure to be built in West Virginia. For an incoming president, his annual speech before Congress is not officially called the State of the Union address because he wasn't in office the previous year. This address will be unique. Rules are strict due to COVID. Only 200 members of the 535 members of Congress will be present. No guests are allowed. The Sergeant at Arms, Timothy Blodgett, warned that invited members not in the Capitol building by 5 p.m. will not be permitted to attend. This means that this reporter, who has attended every State of the Union for the last several years, will, like you, watch President Biden's congressional address from the comfort of my living room. From the White House, this is Doug Christian for Real Political News, and don't forget to listen to our podcast, Real Political News, with my co-host, John Christopher Bua.